Hi guys, it's Colette. Welcome back to my channel, and this is a coffee and chat video. Now, if you're new to the channel, these are kind of rambling videos about stuff that's going on in my life with the channel, with direction, with health, thank yous for supporters, stuff like that. So if you're only here for the spiritual teachings or the mediumship, etc., this wee video may not be for you. But if you're happy to wait and join in, that's great. And for all you notification squads out there, get going. And all you goldie oldies, time for a coffee, because it's been quite a mad few weeks, hasn't it? I don't think I've done one for about a fortnight. However, before I get started, I want to thank some people that are supporting the channel, whether it's through PayPal or through the coffee, things that you can buy coffees for £3 or $3 a go. I do like my coffees. So this month that we're going through for October, I'd like to thank Mary, Tracy, Shelley, Anonymous, Sue, Donna Marie, Michelle, and Stephen. So I think that's the first one we've had from a mail. So thank you, Stephen. That's really nice of you. That was a nice wee surprise this week. So thank you for them. And with the channel getting bigger, I had remember when I reached 1,000 subs. I started getting the channel showing up more in places, which was great, and that was kind of a kind of sort of take-off place for the channel, which was nice. Not that I want a huge big channel or anything. I want it to get to the people that want it, and that'll be me fine. However, we reached over 5,000 subs a couple of weeks ago, and that brought with it, it's my first video asking me if I wanted to do a collaboration for some glasses, and I thought, oh, it's a spiritual channel. I mean, how do I get glasses in? And Tina from Grimoire of a Kitchen Witch channel, not Kitchen Witch, Modern Witch, just because I've got lots of books on kitchen witchcraft, I keep getting that mixed up. But Tina said, well, just wear the glasses and let people ask you where you got them. And I love Tina. She's American and she's so straightforward. And if you want some really nice videos and also some quite cool tips, then have a wee look at her channel. It's called The Grimoire of a Modern Witch. She's also got a kind of food and lifestyle channel, which is Tina Turner, I believe. Maybe wrong with that, but yeah, have a wee look. So anyway, Tina said, well, just put on the glasses and wear them and tell them where they're from. And I thought, well, fair enough, I need new glasses, I've got my prescription, fair enough. But so I got back to the people and said, well, maybe. And they got back and they said, right, okay, you can't have this pair that you wanted, and you can't have that pair, because I'd wanted the blue ones for blue screen to help me sleep at night, you know, that sort of thing for the glare. Anyway, this is a story. So they get back and said, no, you can't have them, but you can have reading glasses, or you can have your prescription glasses, and we'll give you them, and you have to pay the sort of postage from the States, which was about $25. I was like, the glasses themselves were only about $25. And anyway, they said, and we want you to do at least a 3-minute dedicated video to these glasses. And I was like, no, I don't think so. So I was all excited when I get my first potential collaboration, but no. I think people need to send me things like, would you like to review this crystal? Well, I do book reviews anyway, but would you like to review this oracle deck? Would you like to do a collaboration with another person? Blah, blah, blah. But no, the glasses things isn't happening. And I do like my own optician anyway, because he keeps an eye on my Sjogren's. So it probably was just a lesson and maybe a wee bit of ego in there. Oh, 5,000, and I got a chance to collab or promote. So anyway, no, that's not going ahead unless it's really something that is more to do with the channel or personal needs for the Sjogren's, then no. So anyway, let's get some figures here for the channel, because that's fantastic. So 5,200 subs. We made over 302,000 views. Remember, we've been up for 3 years, and we're at 1,800,000 watch minutes. So that's like one person watching it is 1 million. So it's just it's stunning. So yeah, I'm really chuffed with the way the channel's been going. And thank you again for those that are buying me the odd wee coffee or promoting my books and stuff, because the Memoirs book, it's a year out now and it still trickles along and does quite well. So if you fancy even getting something for someone's Christmas, this might be something worth considering, because my heart and soul's on there. Memoirs of a Clairvoyant by Colette Clairvoyant. So anyway, that's the last bit of promotion I'm going to do in this one, honest. It's just so funny because something like 65% of my subs are in the USA, and it's amazing, and I love it, and I'm very involved in the USA in a lot of things anyway, but they go for it and promote and sort of that sort of self, I can do anything, which is what the USA stands for, really, in my mind, that dream that you could go and do. But you know, well, we're not going into the politics at the moment, but you know what I mean. It's that there's that sort of go-get-em attitude, and I'm finding it wonderful to watch. But the Scots, sometimes we're kind of a self-deprecating country, because if we weren't, we wouldn't be with Westminster at the moment. But anyway, no politics. But we're kind of you know, sort of don't put ourselves forward as much as we should, I suppose. But and that is for me as well. So I'm learning a lot off my American followers and subs and people that comment, and I thank you for that. It's a good wee confidence booster, and I do like the energy, and I do like what the things you say to me, and I mean the comments are lovely, and they're just wonderful. The way that you keep me going is fantastic. You know, I say that all the time, but it's the truth. I mean, if I'm having a day where it's difficult and health's not good, and I go on and someone's left a comment like, my goodness, you're amazing at this, or you've helped me, or whatever, that's lovely. So these things do help. It's not about ego, it's about feeling that the work that I'm doing on YouTube is making a difference, because that's what I want from it. So one more thing about YouTube. I want your opinion on this. There's a new thing called Premiere for people that make videos for their subs, and I'm not too sure how it works, but I read about it and it's available for my channel. Now what it is say I did a video, instead of just putting it up, what we would do, we'd arrange for a premiere, and it would go up and say this video is going up at such and such a date, such and such a time, and the subs would get knowledge of that sent out to them. Now the whole point, it's not just scheduled, you're getting to know about it, because the other end of it is I will be online when that video premieres, so we kind of watch it together, and the comments will be up the side. And I don't think I do it for the weekly tarot card, because it goes out at different times, and you know, sometimes health wise it's just good to put that up and watch people doing it. But for the videos that are about teachings or you know, other things, I think the premiere thing might be quite good. You know, basically you get Colette's putting up a premiere of a video, and well, she's putting up a video and it's premiering quite grand. It's premiering at say 9 o'clock on Friday night, and you get wee reminders, and then when you go on, if you go on at the time that it's coming out, I'll be there for about 20 minutes, half an hour, and or who knows, but I'll be able to watch your comments and reply to you and stuff. So I'd like your thoughts on Premiere. And it's not the same as buying Premiere YouTube, it's for premiering your videos. So what do you think on that? Would you like that? Or with those of you in a different time zone or whatever, would that drive you nuts? Because once it's up, and I think it's about half an hour or an hour you get, once it's up and you've finished that, then the video's left up. It then just goes to comments. But let me know, because I would trial it for a couple of videos maybe in November if you thought it would be a good thing. You know, I always I tend to get trolled a bit and then just sort of go, oh, so I'd need to make sure that with some moderators in, I think, but that would be fine. There's a few people who have offered for that, so if I'm going to do it, I'll get in touch with you, so thank you. So let me know about that, because it's up to you. I mean, it's probably a wee bit more work for me actually being there when I say I'm going to be there, etc., but it could be quite pleasant and very interactive, and I kind of like that. So let me know in the comments below and we'll see what we can do. Let's see. I've said my thank you. I've done about Premier. Yeah, health, been feeling drastic for a couple of months. As some of you know, I've had times where I've just been like too exhausted to maybe do the videos the way I would like to. And what's come out of that, I do think I had a Sjogren's flare, which are coming a wee bit more often, but got a lot of blood tests, and the first one that was problematic is I have the vitamin D levels of a corpse, basically. I don't seem to have any vitamin D. Now, on top of my Sjogren's pain and arthritis pain, I was getting terrible pains that were just like, if I lay on my side or I lay anyway, it was just sore. It was like a muscle and skin pain. It was horrific. Now, vitamin D can really cause that type, deficiency can cause that type of pain. So I'm on quite major doses of vitamin D to get me back to a reasonable level. But, you know, I normally like the sun in the summertime, but I do tend to plaster myself in factor 50 because I do burn, and I have skin sensitivity, and we didn't have a great summer this year, and even my vegetables weren't great. So between me and my vegetables, we obviously didn't get what we needed to thrive. Anyway, so there was that, and that was fine. I failed a couple of others, but what came back and I was tested again is flagged up a problem with kidneys, which I've never had before, to be honest. And my blood pressure's fine, so it's not ideal, because one, I never knew I had it, and two, some of the things I've had quite a few like sort of jerky muscles and exhaustion and all sorts of things that have been quite new to me, you know, that it's not something that I could say, oh well, that's the Sjogren's or that's that. So I'm getting more tests done over the course of the next 3 to 4 weeks, but it looks as though I might have a wee kidney problem, which will be manageable. And I've already taken a start. I've got trying to do some flush outs, you know, maybe with cranberry juice, and watch my salt levels. I do like salt on a lot of things. Jim's taking the salt away, which might be very helpful. So that's not been great, but to be honest, and I'm going to be very honest with you, I've not felt so bad than the last couple of months. I really was lying in bed and thinking, this isn't right, there's something wrong, apart from what I've got. So the very, very, very low vitamin D levels and the slightly dodgy kidney value is the reason. And I just have to pace myself and rest until we can get through these other tests and then see if anything can be done, if anything. I'm not at the level that needs dialysis or anything like that, no way, but there is enough that's a wee bit concerning. But at least it gives me some sort of answer, because I was beginning to think, what the hell, you know, I'm resting, I'm meditating, I'm trying to pace myself. We've had some nice things in family over the last few weeks. We had a lovely Navratri. Again, I put the video up. It wasn't entirely what I wanted because I didn't have the energy this year for it. And normally it's quite grand, you know, the goddess celebrations we have are very full of music and very full of colour and flowers and baking and whatever, and it was quite toned down this year. But the other side of that is we had, through extended family, we had a new baby that was there as well, and that was a joy, an absolute joy. So yeah, it's like, I'm glad that I know that there's something that we need to look at, because otherwise I think some of the worst things can be not having some sort of diagnosis. See if you agree with me in that. But I've had friends that have gone maybe 4, 5, 6 years and then been diagnosed with fibromyalgia. My Sjorgen's took years to be diagnosed, even though quite a few of my family members have it, and I knew that I had it before they would actually tick the boxes, because I watched my mum and my dad and my brother and my niece with it. So you know, but it's quite hard to diagnose. So yeah, so you know me, I'm always looking for the bright side in things, and there definitely is a bright side to this. Funnily enough, I've only been in the high vitamin D for about a week, and I am starting to feel a wee bit better. And yeah, so pace myself, do my videos, and November I'll need to pour myself into the book a wee bit. Yeah, that's the last thing. The book is Dying, Death and the Afterlife. That's not the title, it's the working title. Oh no, I had a title in my head during the night last night, and I've forgotten it. I should have got up and written it down. It'll come back. It was a really quirky one. I will remember it. Anyway, now I've got lots of people that have given me their experiences of maybe messages they've had from mediums that made things right, things that they felt or saw themselves after someone had died, the way that they maybe saw someone's passing, and the way that the sort of progress towards death was handled, either in a good way or not a good way. And I'd like more. I really would like more, to be honest. So if you have a story about maybe a loved one's passing that you feel people would like to know about, and is very much, say, proof of the afterlife. Also, if there's just things that happened round about the passing that were not good from the point of view of the way maybe a death was handled. This is a book that's going to be spiritual but quite practical as well. I'll be interviewing a funeral director. I'm looking for a death doula to interview as well. So if anybody knows of a death doula, could they please, or a doula for the dying, could they please let me know, because I would like to hear from them. And I've also got a humanist funeral celebrant who's going to be talking to me as well. So the book will have a kind of practical side, and for advice for people who are around someone that's dying, and also advice, you know, maybe about what the afterlife's for and what the stages of death are. But then it will be about the afterlife as well. So it's going to be quite an uplifting book in its way, but I want it to be quite practical as well. One of those books that you could hand to someone that maybe has a family member that's got a terminal disease, and let them work their way through it. So if you have anything that you'd like to send me, my email address is in the description box below. Please feel free. If you do send me anything, though, that is you giving me permission to read it, and also to use it in the book. If I choose, not everything will go in. Some people have very similar things that happen. Obviously, I have to pick one of them. So yeah, if you want to help me with that, that would be really good. There'll be all my bits in it as well, and my humour, and things that have happened to me and my family. There'll be sections on miscarried babies, what else, suicide as well. Oh my god, this book. Oh. Don't get me wrong, I'm really committed to it, absolutely committed to it, but I'll probably be committed after it as well. But what I've been sent already is wonderful stuff, but I would like more. I would like more proof of afterlife, or proof of someone seeing someone going over, or what someone said. Did they see someone as they were passing? Did they look as though they saw a light or bliss or whatever? I'd love if you've any stories to pass that on to me so I can put it in my book. So I've thanked you all about the channel. Thanks to people that have helped me with my coffees and PayPal, and we've talked a little bit about what's going on with the channel, health, and the book. So I think that's me up to scratch. How are you? There's a lot of lack of energy out there. I hope with the card that's coming up for the week ahead that we'll get our energy back. And yeah, I'm thinking of you. There's been a lot going on that I've been saying, wee prayers and meditations. A lot of hoarders in the world just now. And sometimes we do our best, but sometimes we have to turn away. You know what I'm talking about with like journalists and stuff. I've worked for newspapers, and I think the journalists I know and have worked with, very, very, very good people, and it's not right when they get threatened for doing their job, or worse. So that's weighed quite heavy on me for the last wee while. But what can we do? Pray for the soul and the families left behind. So that's the update. Let me know about the premiere stuff, and I will use the energy that I have to do videos and connect with you, and yeah, I'll enjoy that. So have a nice Halloween, Samhain, and I'll catch you for a cup of coffee next time. Bye now, many blessings.